and this is till table. So till also having a denomination info. So we will maintain the denomination at vault level also and each till level also. And indirectly it is, this till is connected to transaction table. So this is our final transaction table. This having all the details like which teller has done the transaction and this transaction type ID. This is like whatever you are seeing, this customer operation, credit deposit, retail operation, KYC streaming inside, whatever is there, customer operation, we will maintain in this transaction type. It will be like separate table. Yeah, this one is separate table. So we will maintain it in transaction type master table. And this one for one transaction, suppose any transaction will happen means we will maintain this data. In this data it will come like which type of transaction it is. It will come from this table. Then what is the tailor ID? Tailor ID means you can think like which till. Indirectly it is referring to till. So which tailor has done this transaction? What is the credited amount? What is debited amount? And credited account, debited account. Which account it is crediting? Which account it is debiting? One more thing like this waive off and charges. So in the bank, like sometimes they are having different charges. For it's operation wide charges. Suppose withdrawal, suppose some bank is charging for each withdrawal we have to charge it 50 rupees. So and suppose sometime it is happening like if you are giving cash to teller, they are charging cash handling charge because they are counting your money and depositing to your account. So some bank will charge that money from your account. So that type of charges, it is a income for the bank. So we are maintaining it separately because these charges will not credit and debit anywhere. It's just an income for you, income for the bank. So we are maintaining separately. Some privileged customer like who is regular doing the transaction or bank want to not to take the charges from that customer. In that case, we will maintain it as a yes or no, because suppose this charges it is fixed. So if it is no means, if we are waive offing that charge means we are not taking to the customer, we are not charging to the customer, and we are simply leaving. But anyway, for making money balance, it has to given by the, like it has to be maintained or it has to be given by the bank. If bank is not giving means it's like simply you can think like it has to be maintained. So waive off means we are not taking this charges from the customer. If it is like if you are charging in enable means, if it is false means we have to charge this amount from the customer account. So anyone having confusion between waive off and charges? Waive off means we are not charging to the customer, we are simply like leaving that charge from that particular customer. Some privileged customer, they are giving some facility like we will not charge for that operation. And it can be like some transaction it will be like chargeable, some transaction it will be not chargeable means that time it will be zero. And these are details, it's audit detail. For now we have to like take care about this functionality. This is a like transaction we are performing in the bank. So now I think you will get all the data for this dashboard. So like if you have anyone having any doubt or any question, like you can ask. Then I will.
Prabha,
Yeah.
this files.
Yeah, fair.
Like this charge has to be credited somewhere. Like this has to be debited somewhere, like a bank account.
So
So
like
where we are doing that one?
see, suppose you are giving a amount charges, okay. So if you are giving a charges means you are crediting to the bank account. Suppose you are giving charges means it will debiting from your account and it will credit to bank account. So it will be balanced.
Okay, like from that table only it is going, right? So can you show me the table, this transaction table?
Here, like, we will just define how much charges for this transaction. Okay, where it is debiting and crediting, if we have the account information, means we will give credit account and debit account for this charge also. But suppose this charge will be, if later point of time, suppose we have to maintain the account also, then related to this charge we will create a separate table and we will maintain the respective account in that table. Okay, for this table, for charges, we are not maintaining credit account and debit account. This credit account and debit account for transaction, for user.
Okay.
Okay, suppose for charges, if we want, we have to maintain a credit and debit account, then we can create a separate table for charges. Based on this reference, we will put the account there, and then we can get information which account it is credited, which account it is debited.
Okay.
Okay, for now it is just information like how much charges for that transaction. If no charges, means it will be 0.
Okay.
Waive off means, if it is waive off means, yes means we are not charging, no means we are charging to the customer.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so anyone having any question or anything? Because that is the actual functionality we need to cover in our implementation.
Prabhat, I have one question.
Yeah.
If we are waiving off the charges, so are we maintaining that in some table that this particular amount we have waived off? So at the end of day, we will tell customer bank will tell today we have waived off $500 on this particular day.
You can get that information from this table only, no? Waive off means whatever yes is there, means you can think like it is waived off. This transaction is waived off.
Okay. So it will calculate all the transactions in which waive off was there, so that will get calculated.
So suppose this is in Boolean, means it's either yes or no. So all the yes you will calculate means it is waived off. This much amount is waived off, right?
Yes.
But where is the customer information, Prabhat, in this table?
Customer information means it's a credit account, debit account, it's there, no? Which account it is crediting, which account it is debiting. And if you are want the particular that customer detail, so based on this account, some other table it is linked with the customer detail, their name, their address.
Yeah, got it. Yes, yeah, makes sense.
Some other table, like it will link it. Because this account is unique, right? So it will link with the customer.
So credit account is nothing but bank account here.
It is not like bank account. It can be like there are multiple type of transaction. One transaction is like, suppose you are doing a cash transaction, means and that time your account will involve and one bank account will involve. Okay, suppose you are sending money to your friend, means your account will involve, your friend account will involve. Got it? In that one, bank account will not come. Only cash depositing or cash like withdrawal, bank account will come. If you are transferring one account to another account, that time like your account will involve and that debit account will involve and credit account will involve. Got it?
Why everything is pulling over here actually?
Yeah. So this is the final transaction table. If any entry is there, means that transaction is happens. After that one, we are entering to this one. So there are some more cases, like suppose anyone is applying for a loan. Applying for a loan means it is not a kind of transaction, but they initiated. That we will maintain in a separate table. Okay. Once like credit and debit will start, that time he will got the separate account for that one, and then we can start entering into transaction table. Because someone applied for loan, it is not like they will give loan to them only, because they will check so many documents and their capability, their like they will repay or not, everything will be clear, then they will open an account, then they will start transaction on that account.
Okay, yeah, this is very critical table, I believe, actually, the transaction table.
Yeah. And I am telling, like some people are confused, like we already developed some screen, So what I am going to tell is, suppose this screen is there, so whatever you developed, don't delete anything. Okay, it will be there because this is separate table. First we will like, our focus is, first we will complete the process of these tables. Okay, and then if any screen it is managed by this table, means we will not create a separate table for that one. If any screen required separate table, then we will discuss and we will create it. Okay, and suppose some screen you already developed and all the information you are getting from these 6-7 tables only, then we will drop that table and we will use this table only. Got everyone?
Hello.
Yeah.
Prabhat, one more doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
Like, what if there is any transaction fails, and do we track the, if I want to track the transaction through ID, which is actually failed, so are we maintaining any columns to show why it is failed? And
that will be maintained, but it is not come to this table, because this transaction table means whenever any credit amount or debit amount will involve, it is a final transaction table. Okay, here filed entry will not come. It will be maintained in some other table, but if we want to maintain it here also, like we will think about that one. We didn't think about that one. When transaction will fail, we will look at it later. But this transaction table means it's a final transaction. Actual amount is debiting and crediting.
okay.
Anything else?
This is correct, Prabhat. Actually, Faiz, what are the question you were asking? So that is related to the one transaction. You have initiated something from UI, but due to certain failure reason, it has not been processed. So that is a kind of technological thing. Okay, so which we will handle it, but that is not a part of this. So this is anything related to cash or anything related to account transaction. It is happening. So that only we are going to consider it. So any of the failure is happening. Suppose you have created a cash deposit, okay, initiation. So as soon as your service call will happen, so it will connect to FlexQ. Okay, it will try to do the transaction, it will do the processing. If you are receiving a success message, then only it will be, we will be adding into this transaction table. If there is a failure, it is happening in the FlexQ, so it is not able to do a transaction. So in that case, so that we will track it in a failure transaction. So that is called a it is called it as you can make it as like flow diagram, which we call it. Like, so any flow it is coming, it is not been processed, so that we will track it as a kind of a failure table that will be created. It will be a kind of history table which will be connecting, which will be collecting all the UI transactions it is happening. And that again, so for transaction, for tracking the transaction, we will be using a certain type of transaction ID from the UI. Any operation which will be happening from UI, so that will create a unique transaction ID. It is not transaction ID, it is, we can name it as any ID. So that ID, so any failure will happen to that ID, so we will take that ID. So that and all things, such a kind of advanced level of implementing and handling all the scenarios. So that will be there. Clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Anything else? Because because we can consider what my major concern is. Suppose you developed any of the screen implementation, that card operation, let it be there. No need to touch that one. We will think one by one. First, like whatever flow we told, first we are trying to finish that one. This 6 table, we will try to make one flow. Like suppose any transaction is happening, it will go smoothly. Like in the first, we will think about the success cases. Suppose everything is success, how this all the table is filling the data, how cash is maintaining, the denomination is maintaining, it is decreasing for each transaction. Whatever flow we explain, like first we will try to achieve that flow. And exception cases, like we will also maintain. If any new table required, we will create that also. But this is our base table. For that, on top of this one, we can start our implementation, actual implementation.
Prabhat, why the denominations are so important? At the end of the day, how much amount is in my hand is important,
Okay.
right?
So,
Why?
Srinivas, what is the issue is suppose any transaction is missing and some note will miss. Okay. Suppose 500 note it is missed by one tailor. So, where is the proof like it is missed by that particular till or this particular tailor? So
Okay.
it's just a like tracking of like we just want suppose they want a report. Okay, so because from a vault you are getting a money, that time you are getting in some denomination, right?
Yes.
When returning to that money to vault, again you have to show like whatever you are getting in the morning, same like after transaction you are returning the actual amount. You got my point. Suppose you morning you got 510 notes, so 5 like you have given for the transaction, so rest 5 you have to return.
Right.
So
No,
end of
what
the
I
day
mean to
we will match the
say is,
transaction denomination also.
yeah, got it. But what I mean to say is, see, I had to count the denominations. It takes time also, right? Actually, it's an unnecessary wastage of time. That the bank guys are very much interested about denominations also. Why
Yeah.
so like that? Actually, what is the
No,
reason behind that?
it's just like for everything they want a simple report. For each and everything they want a report.
Okay.
So just want like because this bank and here money involvements they want to track everything. Even a single transaction, even a single denomination.
Yeah, in a minute level.
Anything? And Alok sir, we can one more thing like I just want to discuss because everyone in call like this date type. Usually like if we are using the java.sql, it is going to the table. But the thing is in that java.sql.
Which one you are using, Prabhat? It is like util date.
Sir, we know sir util date means it will come with the date and time, but it is the while performing a process from the database, it is creating a problem. While inserting, it will insert easily, but while fetching, it will create problem.
Okay, so that is not a problem. So that will fix it. It is only because of your which date you are using it. So
Yes, sir. That I think so. Like I am just like giving like you can check with this one like what